Welcome! This video will show you the steps involved in customizing visual trees in the web office, using the web office admin. Visual trees offer associates a better view of their downline structure. They can use this page to see the hierarchical view of their trees and view specific data for individuals. Let's get started by logging into the web office admin. In order to configure this feature, the user's role needs to have View and Edit enabled for the visual tree page. Clicking the Visual Tree tab in the Web Office Configuration section will navigate you to the visual tree page. There are 4 sections within the feature to customize the visual tree page in the web office. These are User Profile Data Points, Tree Settings, Custom Color Label, and Active Status. Profile data points will display in the visual tree in the Profile Quick View. These metrics are pulled from existing data points in the corporate office. To add new data point metrics, click the Add Metric button. This opens the Add Data Point pop-up. All that is required to complete in this pop-up is to choose an option from the data point dropdown and give the data point a display name. The other sections help to provide additional information and allow for deeper customizations to personalize the experience for your associates. Choose which data point you'd like this metric to base its display off of. If any of the data points under the Commission section are chosen, the time frame field will display. If the time frame field is visible, determine the time period that the metric results will display. You can choose between months and weeks. Choose the display format of the metric. There are 7 options: Boolean, or yes or no, check or X, date, number, 0, 1, or 2 decimal points, custom, and value to text. When custom is chosen, the custom display string field appears in the pop-up. This field accepts a C# format string, meaning in this case, that a 0 in curly braces will be replaced with an associate-based metric wherever it is encountered. This is used in situations where variable data, like an associate data point, needs to be inserted into a predetermined sentence. In the field, enter a text value where the 0 in curly braces refers to the associate's metric. For example, 0 of 6, meaning that the associate has filled X amount of 6 slots. The X part varies per associate, but the 6 part is fixed. You may place the 0 in curly braces wherever you like, as many times as you like. When value to text is chosen, the metric and display values text entry fields appear in the pop-up, allowing you to enter the metric data displaying in the web office and place it in the metric values text field, overriding this display with your preferred entry in the display values text field. Add the display name that will show in the Profile Quick View. The rest of the settings are multifaceted configuration, or MFC. These settings allow you to customize this feature in a variety of ways, such as customizing its display based on an associate's country, language, user type, status, and rank. MFC can even customize a time limit of when the feature begins and ends, or have it always display. This feature benefits greatly from MFC, as many associates will want to see different metrics throughout their journey and progress. In the Custom Configurations field, you can configure this feature to display by adding variable strings related to an associate's data. Click the Learn How tab to see a Help Center resource for help on how to write the syntax. Click the Publish toggle now to publish immediately after saving, or you can publish later within the data points list. Click the Save button. The metric you add appears in the user profile data points list, where they can be edited and deleted. Click and drag them to change the order they will appear in the profile quick view. You can enable or show any available visual trees by marking the Show toggle for the various types of trees. Associates in the web office will have the ability to view the visual trees selected. You can also select which tree will show by default upon page load. You can control how many levels are visible when the page is loaded in the Max Levels dropdown, and decide how many associates an associate can see in each level with the Node Threshold dropdown. Along with these configurations, you can choose whether or not to show customers in the trees. This would choose the default setting upon page load. Associates can turn this off and on within the web office by clicking the three dots next to the zoom slider and selecting the Show Customers checkbox. You may have multiple trees available. The tree types are pulled in from the corporate office. If the matrix field is available, you can choose whether or not to show customers in the trees. This would set this as the default tree when the page loads. Associates can turn this on and off within the web office. Turning this feature on will turn on enrollment options directly from the visual tree. When there is an open position on the left or right leg in a matrix or enrollment tree, an associate can select to enroll a new associate directly in that position. When the tree is expanded, the open positions can be found. Select the Add button from the visual tree when a position is open. This will load the enrollment flow in a new tab. Before enabling this feature, reach out to customer care for guidance. There is additional configuration that needs to be done to make sure the correct IDs are passing in the URL for enrollment. Click the Save button when complete. The custom color label is based upon true and false criteria that will display as a data point in the web office visual tree, along with the user profile data points. This is currently coded by a direct scale developer. Although the logic behind the features created by the developer, you can change the display name shown to associates. For example, let's say that a company named SuccessCo has a program in place for associates where they can qualify to go on vacation. In order to qualify, associates must purchase a Success Pack. In the visual tree, there is a section on the data point slideout labeled Success Pack Qualified. If they have purchased the pack, the data point will display yes. If the associate has not purchased the pack, the data point will display no. Remember to press the Save button when complete. The Active Statuses feature controls who will show as active in the web office visual tree. The statuses selected through this feature will all display as active in the visual tree. The statuses left unselected will gray out and display the status reflected in the corporate office. In the visual tree, the tiles will display an associate status. This is identified by color and through text on the tile. Click the Save button when complete. You can also add icons to represent a rank or customer type in the tiles. These icons will replace the generic profile image that may be in the visual tree for all tree members. If there are no icons uploaded for a certain rank, it will default to the customer type icons in the visual tree. To upload an icon, you can click the image placeholder on the branding page, and it will open the file selector from your computer. You can select an icon and upload, or you can drag and drop it in. The icon file must be an SVG file. If you happen to have a web office page open for testing at the time that changes were made, and notice the changes haven't occurred immediately, simply refresh the page. Clicking the Visual Tree tab in the Business section will navigate you to the Visual Tree page. When you click a tile, the Profile Quick View opens, showing various customizations from the WebOffice admin. Additionally, by clicking the Focus Tree On button, or by double-clicking the tile of the associate, you can focus directly on that associate and their tree. You now know how to manage visual trees in the WebOffice, using the WebOffice admin, offering associates a better view into their downline structure. For more in-depth videos, tutorials, and how-to guides, visit the Help Center at help.directscale.com. And thanks for watching.